Okay. Good, it's good this time. Hi, I'm Ashley from CU Movement in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, and today I wanted to show you a little sequence for releasing a muscle called the iliacus. The iliacus runs through the inside of your pelvis. This is Athena. She's saying hi. So the iliacus runs from the inside of your pelvis from the back here through the pelvis to the inner, the lesser trochanter of the femur. There's this little knob on your femur bone right here. The iliacus is one of the most important muscles for gait. In its lengthened position, it allows your hip to extend behind you, which is what gives you a good posterior push-off for your walk and allows you to move forward without displacing other parts of your body. Our culture of sitting has us in this 90-degree angle with our hips quite frequently, which shortens the iliacus. This sequence of releases is something that I do whenever my low back's feeling a little tight, or if I've been sitting for a long time, especially after a car trip. Feels really great for all of this stuff. So what you're going to need is this nice place to lay on the floor. Yoga mat on the floor usually works, a firm surface, and something to prop your hips up. You have I prefer using a bolster. Some people like the yoga block. Some people use a foam roller, pile of pillows, thick books, whatever works for you. And what you're going to do, getting into this is inherently awkward. You sit on top of your surface and you lean back, feet flat on the ground, and you want the edge of your surface on about where your sacroiliac joint is, so kind of like the middle of your butt, right where your gluteus starts. And you just want to let that relax back. Your top of your pelvis should tilt backwards relative to your femur and the bottom of your pelvis. As you get the release, you should feel your pubic bone rising above the angle of your femur. You don't want to force it. It should form an oblique angle, or maybe not oblique, I forget the geometrical term. But my femur, you'll see, is in this angle here, and my pubic bone, my pelvis, is in this one. This is hip flexion, this is neutral, this is extension. And so I have gotten my pelvis into extension. This may take you a while to get there. The first time I did this, I was probably laying here for like 5-10 minutes before I really had any release. So just hang out here as long as you need. This should feel real, just stable and comfortable. And that's where you're playing with the props to get to stable and comfortable helps. Once you are here, once you have the initial release, what you can do is you can start inching your toes forward. This pulls your femur out and lengthens the end bit of the iliacus, giving you more length, better capability of extending your hip. So you kind of hang out here, feel that release again. You're not forcing it, you're just letting it relax. You inch your feet forward just a little bit more, and you can do that again. The thing is, you do not want to let your legs pull your pelvis with you like that. And so if you're feeling your pelvis start tucking, you want to start going that way. You just want to hang out and let it release. So I like going here, doing a few inching forwards, letting the release, and then come back. And I find that I get even more angle down here after each sequence of that. So do that a couple times. As your feet get farther out, you're going to want to keep your femurs straight, so your knees in the same line, lining up with these hip bones. And you may have to angle your feet out in order to get that. Athena says hi again. The next bit is slightly different. This is a little more of an active stretch. So I prop my hips up a little higher here and kind of curl up into a ball. And what you do, I'll hold on to the back foot and do the first one foot. And you let your hips, your extending leg down.
And this gives me a nice stretch here on my iliacus and my rectus femoris, both of my hip flexors. This feels really, really nice. You can just do that for a while. You don't want to let it collapse to the floor. You're keeping your pelvis stable and getting the stretch right here. Can't see from that camera. Right here. So you should feel some gentle pulling sensation at this point. I like going through the sequence 2 or 3 times. So I'll go back to the release, the inching forward, and then, see, it moved out from under me. And then here, and that. And this is my favorite thing to do when my low back is feeling tight, probably because I've been tugging slightly or kind of creaking my back in order to walk, or if I've been sitting for too long. So feel free to try it out and let me know how it goes. Thanks.